a Q&A for backstage passes for the DNA for People, for Leverage, kind of the foundation behind everything. Peter, any thoughts that you have before we take questions and thoughts from people?
I'm going to keep it really tight and say no.
Nice. Like, it's working too good. Like, that course is so awesome. Tom, how about you?
If I could add just one thing, which is kind of interesting, that shows we took after the personality mastery class that I took, if you remember, Mark, I then went out and put a grid up, or you helped me put a grid up, and I went back to my 4 kids, my current wife, and my former wife, and had them take the, we charted out their personalities. When I did that, it was amazing. Obviously, it helped me understand my kids so much more, and the ability to be able to communicate with them and work with them. But it also very dramatically showed why I had a second wife, if that makes any sense.
like Tom, he's socially autistic. Like, who else other than like, he just kind of shares it like it is. I love that. That is so.
And on that, Tom, I have to say I did the same thing last week because I've heard you say it more than once. So I'm in that process.
And so I can't wait till we get into this. We're going to have my good friend Lou Constable joining us here in a moment. He just signed up for Leverage. He's a funny guy. He's going to add a lot of humor to this. But before we do that, life-gps.org. So I remember, I think we had, I forget what we had for lunch. We were in Nashville. We were doing an event, Tom and I, and we were in the car and eating on the way to the next event. And Tom said, Mark, have you ever thought about, helping Life Masteries put the personalities in the mobile app? I'm like, I have. And he gave me like this boost. Like, it's like, yes, we need to get that. And so life-gps.org. So Tom, right now, you can go onto that, and it will go ahead, and in 17 seconds, it'll go ahead and give you a personality read. And what they're working on right now, Tom, is that charting of your family that we did.
Well, that was an amazing process. I can't wait to see that.
And then where people can have their own channels. So an agent could be sitting down to do a listing. An agent could be sitting down to do a listing, and the agent could go ahead, a listing presentation, and the agent could say, hey, I got something really fun. How about if you put do this, put it in there, and then they could have the spouse put it in there, and then you could have the kids, and it takes 17 seconds, so it's like not a big deal. It's boom, 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 and it's done. And then it would grid out everything. Or Peter with the BMW dealership that he's getting started in Arizona, like he could have his sales reps do the same thing. And so before we open it up for everybody, I'm like so excited. Like Peter, so we were talking the other day about the dealership, and are you able to talk freely yet or not on that? Openly on a recorded session?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had said, I think you had said it was going to be like the best, or the biggest or most successful or something, BMW dealership, I don't know if you said in the country, in the world, and you said it with so much confidence. I'm like, what? Like, I said, so then my analytic kicks in, and I said, Peter, like, what do you think the statistical probability is that it's going to go out and be the best? And he didn't even pause. He was like, Tom, he's like, 99%. I'm like, it's not 99%. You can't do that. I mean, the only one that can do that is the wizard. Well, maybe he's a wizard, I'm thinking. So I'm like, why? He's like, I got 2 other partners, and I'm telling you, Mark, they are so smart. Like, they are so smart. And I'm like, okay, but I've had really smart partners, and it's like, and I said, what? And I said, like, explain it to me. Can you explain it to me? Can you explain it to the group, Peter, like you did me? It's okay if you take longer.
Oh, boy. Well, no, I can simply say, we probably between us, we've got 150 years of making mistakes. So at some point, when you're doing something that at least is relatively well known to you, you've made plenty of mistakes along the route to where you are. And if you've learned from them, then that's why I say you're increasing your probability of success. So if you asked me that question 30 years ago, I would have probably said 20%.
So then you said that, and then I said, no. I want, I want details. Like a lot of people have 150 years, and they're not. So I asked for details. Do you remember what you told me?
I can. I know what I tell you now, but it's probably different.
Oh, go ahead and tell me, because I want to hear what, because it's more than one thing, I'm sure. Go ahead and tell me what it is now.
Well, it's having a vision, having a strategy, and being able to implement it. So we're not, there's nothing we're doing that we're not planning to do that isn't deliberate, and it's all rolled up into a vision. And a vision is that 99% to a certain extent. You never get there, but your strategy moves you in that direction, and your daily planning, monthly planning, quarterly planning, financial, operational systems that you have to support that drive it that way. So success in that sense is inevitable. How many the willingness to and preparedness to make mistakes, learn from them, and fall forward as opposed to backwards is all part of that operating strategy. So that's how it works.
Yep, that's not what he said. So Tom, like Tom has said multiple times, like Mark, he's like, you listen so intently. Like I'll say something, and 5 years later, I've said it one time, one story, one situation, and 5 years later, you'll go ahead and remember it. So it's like, so what Peter said, big picture, was like he got like a kid. Like he got really passionate about it. He got like a kid. He's like, Mark, do you know? And then he started rattling off costs of the back room and then how long they have the car and it being out. Like he went so deep with so many details about and he's like, do you know how much dealers lose because of this and this and this? Do you know this and this and this? I'm like, oh my gracious, like I didn't know any of that. Like he's got a science, like they're putting it together like mathematically. Like I'm like, oh, it's going to happen. So, Tom, that reminds me of the story, you being the best franchise or office or whatever, and you guys came together for ideas, and you told your assistant to tell everybody else that you weren't coming. Do you remember that one?
Oh, the broker council meeting.
Okay. Share that.
Where well, we were the largest. First of all, a broker council meeting was the idea of taking a group of real estate offices that work under the same brand basically in the same marketplace and come together to talk about maybe doing some marketing or whatever. But for some reason, I assume this is what you're talking about, but for some reason, because I had the biggest company, a lot of people would come because I don't know, maybe they thought I was going to steal their ideas or whatever. So I told the regional director, I said, just tell them I'm not coming, and you'll probably get 100% attendance except for us. And then I'll just show up, and I'm going to bring staff in all of the things we do, everything we do in our company. And when we get there, I'm going to tell them all, I will not only give them everything we do, I'll actually have my staff come over and help them implement it, but they have to let us know that they want it. They have to sign up for it that they want to take it. So out of all the people that were there, I think we had 2 or 3 that actually said they all said they wanted to do something, but there was only actually 2 or 3 that really signed up, and out of the 2 or 3, there was only one that really ended up implementing a couple, 3 things. The rest of them did nothing, which was just kind of an interesting process to me, and it was a learning process that I've used since that period of time. That, I hate to say this, but sometimes I think the masses are asses, and they don't really learn. That, they say a lot of stuff, but they don't really take a lot of action.
Right. All right, Lou, welcome to Leverage. So, Lou, curious, why did you sign up?
Well, two benefits. One is either I'm going to learn something to get my $650 back, or 2 is you're going to stop calling me all the time, and either way I win. So there was no downstroke to joining this.
Okay, so Lou is struggling a little bit.
And actually, I want to dovetail on what Tom just said. I figured I was either going to be an ass because I didn't join, but see, now that I've joined, Mark can never say I'm an ass because he goes, wow, Lou participated, man. He took action.
Okay, so Lou, just for everybody's knowledge, okay, Lou is an ass. Okay. And so he struggles a little bit because he's trying to learn the rules of the wizard. And he's struggling with the rules of the wizard. So what he's supposed to say is, when he joins, he's supposed to say, well, the reason I joined is because, I understand the rules of the wizards, and the wizard told me to join, so I just did what the wizard told me to do, when he told me to do it, how he told me to do it with a great attitude. So that's what he's supposed to do. So Lou and I have known each other for a long time. He's actually an inspiration to a big part, of this, and we'll, in future sessions, we'll get into this. We won't get into it now, but if you go to leverage.dna4success.com and then go to Passion Library, you see all these passions down here? Lou is a big part of the reason we're doing the Passion Libraries, because of the impact, the time he took to go ahead and share some wisdom to my daughter, my son, my sons, my daughters. So he's got this uncanny ability to see things that very few people, on the planet see. So Lou wants to go ahead.
I do have some serious questions. Can I fire away?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tom, I've talked with you a long time ago, and it's nice to hear your voice. But my questions right now are for Peter. Peter, where is the dealership in Arizona you're looking to play?
It's in Glendale, Phoenix.
Okay, because I've got a place out in Scottsdale. I'm going to be there at 12:30, and I'm not there for the golf. I can find that as a game of frustration. I'm there for the car culture. So, yeah, they're probably with. And knowing that if Mark, who analyzes everything to the 10th degree, says that you have mathematically come up with the solution, I could just believe him and move forward. So back to Mark's wizard rules, I do agree that I don't have to think when I talk to Mark because he's already done it for me.
You have known him a long time, huh?
If Mark says you're going to be successful, I can just go, okay, and move on. But I am curious on the dealership. I'm wondering whether there might be some avenues that somehow I could be of value to you, and that might just pay for the membership today. One and done, move forward. But anyway, so all right. So Glendale. How far is Glendale from Scottsdale? Pretty close, right?
Yeah, 20 miles.
All right. Do you live in Arizona?
Half the time. So
where's the other half?
I'm there half time, and here half time.
Where's the other half?
New Jersey.
Okay. All right. Got it. All right. And when you're in Arizona, you're in Glendale or you're somewhere else?
Scottsdale.
Oh, so we're neighbors.
So Lou travels all around the country and interviews individuals with classic cars. And so Lou's goal in Leverage is leverage for cars. So people who have a passion for cars, his goal is to earn $1 million from participating in this class, this group, after taxes. He's got 40,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. And so we welcome Lou. Tom, Peter, anything else that you guys have before we go into the bonus session here?
No, I don't think I have anything.
So on the passions right now, we have owners and executives, CPAs, accounting firms, and then Emily's leading up the, so if somebody if any of you have passions that you'd like to go ahead, and it's the first 4 people that have a topic. And then there's IT, architects and builders, mortgages, health and wellness, real estate, guns, nonprofits, MLM, affiliate marketing. And so with Lou, and then Shaft, I believe, is going to be joining Lou. And so there's 2 more. Peter may be part of that, so there might be 3 already. I don't know. There's going to be cars. And so all of us think about the people who are passionate. Like the people around us that are passionate about something, you want to introduce them to this. Because most people that are passionate about something don't know how to turn it into money. So imagine if you were really passionate about something and you had a real job, or you had something. I mean, Lou owns his own company. So he owns his own IT, his own technology company. And so, he enjoys that, but his real passion is for cars. And so it's important, like, how do we help other people learn to monetize what they're passionate about? So, I was talking to Dale, and so he's interested in, getting married. Super nice guy, responsible. When I said that to my oldest son and my younger son, because we went out to his house and shot, he said, that guy should be married, and he should be. But he doesn't know how to leverage. So it's, leverage for relationships, or leverage for marriage, or leverage for education, or leverage for chocolate, or leverage for golf. I mean, when we understand, and this is something that Lou helped me to understand with my oldest son, who's big into costuming, not as much now that he's married, but before, and so he has this Jack Sparrow impression that's just amazing. He's, big into guns, so he's the one that took the leverage for guns. And so now he's learned how to take his passion for guns, and now he's making money on that passion. So there's so many, how many people know how to do that? Not very many. Tom, Peter, do you guys have to take off, or are you able to stick around for the bonus session?
I can hang around.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so here's our 5-second pause to jump into the bonus session where we'll be opening it up for everyone.